welcome.
Dude, thanks for having me.
How we doing?
Great, man. Awesome morning. Dinner was awesome last night. Got a super cool crew. Yeah, it's great having the boys in the building.
Good workout this morning?
Awesome. Yeah, vibes are good. Facility's amazing. Yeah, you guys are killing it, dude.
Thank you. Your team's been great.
Yeah.
I love having these conversations, but I love spending time with the person, the people, the night before, the day before, having dinner, getting to know each other a little bit better, introducing you to the team, and then diving in for a more meaningful conversation.
Yeah, man. It makes it more natural. You have to walk around, sniff each other's ass for 45 minutes, like it's out of the way. But everybody here's got the exact same vibe that my team does back there. It's like they get it. Got to wake up, got to live the routine. You gotta hold the standard. When you walk in every day, you better clear that threshold holding the BPM standard, the GPRS standard, whatever it is. And it's usually just a little bit farther than you went the day before. It's the same vibe in here. I love it. The fact that everybody in here lifts, they all work out, the meals, that's exactly how it should be, dude.
Yeah, we were talking about this a little bit last night at dinner. The power and complexities of culture. And culture is all people. And if you can get the people right, you can get the culture right. You get the team right, you get the mission right. But people is it's the best part, but it's the hardest part.
Oh, it is, man. It is the hardest part.
So I want to talk about being a part of a tier 1 unit.
Mm-hmm.
And as I was preparing for this conversation and studying your story and your background and your experience, and I was thinking about being a part of a team, you being on and a part of this tier 1 unit, this tier 1 team. And I was applying it to my life right now of what's going to take to get my business to the next chapter, the next level, like building BPN continuously. And going back to what we just said, it's the culture, it's the people. I want to build my team, my business, as a tier 1 special operations unit. And I was thinking about like what are some of those components and things that came top of mind? Trust, candor, the ability to have hard conversations, standards, readiness, performance, competence, selflessness, the will to fight, the will to win, and experience. From your perspective, 17 years in the military, what separates tier 1 units from tier 2, tier 3, and then conventional military?
Commitment to the craft. Like, they are professionals. They're no different than professional hockey players, baseball players. They wake up every day and they just live that life. Not the best at being husbands, not the best at being fathers, but they are committed to the craft. And I think that's you were in the military, you see it. Even the guys who are disciplined, they wake up, they do fitness, and then you do whatever the Army needs for you to do the rest of the day. It's the same way in the SEAL teams. That might be a block of training, it might be whatever. At a certain level, and at the tier 1 level, the Army is the exact same way, the Air Force is the exact same way. They wake up and they look at that day, how many things can I touch today that are going to make a difference in my overall readiness? Is that waking up and doing fitness every day? Is that fight club 3 to 5 days a week? How many sessions on the flat range? That's outside of what the team is going to ask you to do anyway. The team standard, even though it exceeds every other unit I've ever been a part of, that becomes the minimum standard. How much further can you take it past that? When you see the entire team do it, you walk in, brand new guy off the street, you've been a SEAL for 6-8 years, you walk in, everybody else has more experience than you, everybody has more deployments than you, they have more reps than you, they're better than you at everything you're good at, they're better already. How are you going to match them? Not by meeting the minimum standards. It's like if I'm trying to play professional basketball, I walk in, I only do the workouts the team prescribes. It's not what Kobe Bryant does. It's damn sure not what LeBron James does. How much time he spends, sleep schedules, diet, and everything in between. It's the same thing. They just take it further.
Have you experienced that level of commitment and standard anywhere else in the world other than being a part of a tier 1 unit?
No. You see individuals who do it. I haven't seen entire teams adopt it. Not in any sport. You see 3 or 4 dudes per team that are just devout. And I think a lot of it is it increases your confidence and it gives you no more excuses. But it gives you the ability to look like, hey, win, lose, or draw, it's not because of lack of preparation or commitment to the craft. I've been exhausting all of my resources to be as good at doing this one thing as humanly possible. Some days the cards just don't fall in your favor. Like, I'm trained as much as I can. I'm on a purpose-built diet. My sleep routine's there. I'm really just focused on this one thing. I'm not going to get it right every single time, but it won't be for a lack of discipline. I'm showing up every day trying to be better. And they just do it. And you see the guys. I mean, you're in the military, you get it. At a certain rank, you don't have to be the best dude. You don't have to be the best fighter. You damn sure don't have to be the best on a flat range. It's not like that over there. You got guys that have 14, 15 combat rotations. They're in the gym 5 days a week. They're Fight Club 5 days a week. They've never missed a session for a fucking decade. Why? Because they're obsessed. They are. Like, if they would have been born in a different city, a different family, they'd be playing professional baseball. Like, they're addicted to whatever that is. And when they transition out, they have to find something else. If not, there's a huge fall from grace.
What does the military do to facilitate that commitment, that work ethic, that culture that we haven't been able to recreate outside of the military? I think about,
they end up covering all your logistics.
so you only have to focus on
it's the same
craft.
thing. Like, yeah, like if you were a professional baseball player, you've got the talent, you got the drive. What do they really want you to do? Not be distracted. They don't want you to get divorced. They don't want you to get a DUI. They don't want you to get hooked on drugs. No drama, no social media bullshit. Just focus on the thing. That's the same thing. They don't want you to have social media. They've got a full legal team. They've got full medical, dental in-house. Whatever you need, it gets solved there. I just want you to focus on being the best assaulter you can be. Perfect. It's the same thing for any other craft inside of that building. I just want you to focus on that. So when we call you and ask you to do the thing, you're ready to go. That's it. Cut out all the distractions. I was out talking to the Houston Rockets. Kevin Durant's out there, one of the best players that's ever lived. It's the same thing. They cut out all distractions, just focus on the thing they can control, and it eliminates all the excuses. Look at Steph Curry. Pretty amazing to watch. That's not genetically given. It's discipline, it's work ethic. It's blocking out everything else and just focusing on the thing you can control.
You got my brain turning right now. I was in New York City this past summer for an event around my book launch, and one of the employees from Google was there and toured us around Google's facility. It was my first time ever seeing a Google building. And I was mind blown. I mean, they have dining facilities on every floor. You can get any meal, any food for free at any point in the day. Coffee, gyms, recovery setups, doctors, barbers, hairdressers, like everything you need logistically is taken care of. Google has the top tier talent, and these people have owned their craft and was also super unique about being there. People are coming into work when they want to, and they're leaving when they want to. It is on them to get their work done, and they're getting paid a whole lot of money to turn some pretty big levers that skyrocket that organization. It makes me think of the way that I could take that same approach to turning the environment here in my business to eliminate as many logistical and operational distractions so the team can just focus on their craft. Have you applied that at GBRS at all?
We certainly tried to, but I mean, you have capital constraints, you have all the other things.
For sure.
Where you guys are at now, I'd say is a pretty good solution, man. Like, we've got laundry, we've got showers, dryers, sauna, cold plunge, hyperbaric chamber, got the gym. We've got all of that stuff there. We've got snacks. We try to do catered lunches when we can, all that kind of stuff. But ideally, in a perfect world, that's what it would be. We're serving breakfast and lunches every single day. Come here, stay here. Like, you don't have to go out in town. I don't want you to spend money. I got that. Like, stay here, focus on you, focus on the embroidery, focus on this, focus on designing tech packs and media and all the other things. Just focus on the main thing, and we'll take care of everything else. I mean, Google's a great example. That's what it is. I just want you to walk through here in a clear headspace, no distractions, and just be you. Like, when you talk about a tier 1 organization, that's what I tell all the guys, and they all laugh at me. There's no there's no system in place. The entire place is run off a whiteboard. Like, there are no KPIs. You show up every day and be the best you can be at that one thing. And we ask the whole team to jump in here, do this thing. You have to be able to pull it off first time. There's no mulligan. There's no get back on. I will just reset and send it again. It's the only opportunity. You got to be ready. Okay? What do? You create Disneyland for operators and put them in there and don't let them leave. Build a team, keep them together for a decade. That's how you build a dynasty. Awesome. Dude, it makes life so much easier. It makes it so much harder to leave, though.
Do you miss being on a team?
Oh my God, more than anything on this planet. I do.
What do you miss the most?
The routine. Waking up every day with a purpose, knowing you're either prepping for a thing, you're just getting back from a thing, or you're on standby and a 30-minute phone call away from doing the thing. It's an amazing rush. It is. Like SWAT team guys get it too. Like you're one phone call away from doing the thing. A random Tuesday, it's going to pop, go. Ours is a little bit different, but you're always training 5 days a week, no matter what. I mean, most nights you're not coming home till the kid's already in bed, Monday through Friday. You train a lot, and it's awesome.
Yeah, I was listening to your conversation with Andrew Huberman, and it was a great conversation, discussion. But I heard you discussing early on in the conversation how when you would go to work, you would almost have to forget about your family. When you go on deployment, you forgot about your family. And I'll be honest, I had mixed emotions while I was listening to this conversation of, dude, how can he be saying this? How can he feel that? Because I couldn't relate. And the deeper I got into the conversation you were having, I then was able to respect it and understand it on a whole nother level. Because what you were being asked to do required every ounce of your focus. And any distraction, no matter what that distraction was, ended up being a liability, not just to yourself, but to the team. And as I was listening to this conversation, it all started clicking and making sense. Where initially it was like, it's a little harsh. It sounds rough, but I get it. What was that like? How did you learn how to turn that off? Or was that an instinct from the beginning?
It was kind of by default, and it was almost my own fault. And that's what I talk a lot about, dials, not switches. There's a way to have a balance. And if you do it correctly, you can totally have that balance to where you can think about your family, you can power them off, and you get so good at spinning that dial. Now it's time to go to work. Not thinking about my family. The moment work is done, I'm thinking about them again. But everybody has hesitations. There's natural human reactions you just can't get around. And a lot of these operations you prep for, it's dicey, dude. It is. I mean, the hostage rescue stuff is so dicey. The training methodology goes behind it. You're so committed to the tactic and the SOP that if that door goes, it opens and your buddy goes, and we'll just say 1 million rounds of AK pour out of it. You are going right behind him. It's very hard to know that I'm not going to orphan my kids and make my wife a 2-time widow in NSW. It's very hard to just, fuck, I'll just go. You have to build that in. So every single training run, kamikaze pilot, man. If you go, I'm going. Here we go. And you get really obsessed in the craft. CQB, noise mitigation, trying to buy down as much risk as humanly possible. But it's so hard to do because every time you power on your phone, I need this. You got to stop to the grocery store, got to take kids to ballet and dance. And none of that makes me better. It ends up becoming a distraction. And that's why I tell the guys now, if you can commit your first 4 years to being a monk, like just being a Navy SEAL, don't rush to get a girlfriend, don't get a fiance, don't have a kid, don't get a dog, show up every single day, Monday through Sunday, and just grind, just lay a foundation, shooting 5 days a week, always in the gym, a fight club, living the culture. Then by the time you transition, you can be a true professional. You can get a girlfriend, make her fiance, then we can work on the balance point. But so many guys rush into it. Now you're not laying all those foundational blocks, and now you get to the tier 1 organization. It's like, I still got some baseline I got to iron out here. I got to burn all these reps, and it takes you away from home. Now you're not building that rapport with your wife, not building that relationship with your kids, and it's like you're living 2 separate lives. And every time you converge, you don't feel like you're supposed to be there. You knock them out of your routine. She resents you. She resents work. She's asking you to leave the job. You're not going to leave it. That's why we got a 100% divorce rate. It's over 100%.
That's wild.
It's crazy. if we would focus on building that team the same way you build the assault team, you'd get through anything. I'm truly blessed to be married. I shouldn't be, but I married a unicorn. But she's also part of the culture. That's the only way we got through it.
Do you think it's even possible to, at that level of professionalism and for the job that is required, the mission that's required, can you live a balanced life and still be an effective operator?
I want to say you can if you have laid the foundation down thick enough to withstand all the external stuff. I never did. And if I'm honest, all the guys that I looked up to that I chased the most didn't have balance. They weren't doing college online. They weren't doing this. Like, they lived at work all day, every day. They were clearing the threshold 5, 6 a.m. They'd be there till 8 p.m. at night, Monday through Friday. Like, they lived inside that compound. If you went there Saturday and Sunday, you'd be shocked with how many people were in there. On the range Saturday and Sunday, in their cage, tweaking gear, packing for this, packing for that, just always in there. I'd love to say you have a balance point. There's very few people I've seen. And again, you don't live with them, so you don't know how it is truly at home. It certainly looks like they have a balance, because if you look at them on paper, jumping, amazing jumper. Look at his CQB, amazing CQB. He could beat the brakes off of 95% of anybody you ever walk in front of. Okay, he's super well-rounded. Got a great relationship with his wife, great relationship with his kids. He looks like he has a good balance, but you don't know how it really is. And you see him, he gets out and he gets divorced 2 years later. Like, did he have balance? Was he just faking it? What is it really? Man, it's so hard because it's so addictive being in there, because you feel the progression. You can see it in real time. The day you come in, you're confident. It takes 6 months to a year to like really gel with a team, but you keep that team together for so long, the culture remains. Even guys cycle in and out. It's like, man, dude, like I feel like you're one of the Spartans. Like, there's so very few people that do that job. It takes a lot out of you, man. But the model for making great assaulters is the same thing for making great anything else. If I wanted to Google, it's the same thing. Take people that are super passionate about that one thing, put them in this building, knock out all the logistics for them, just let them focus on the craft. That's it. Okay. Everywhere I do that, it's the same thing. Go to the Army side, it's the same thing. Okay. Now I know the model. Now it's repeatable. How do I maximize all the opportunities throughout the day? Because you could spend all day. You could spend 24 hours a day in there and never get tired. There's cryo, sleep, or the deprivation pods, mind gym, everything. You could spend the entire day and just do physical rehabilitation, strength training, whatever you want to do. Strength coaches for everybody, rehab specialists, underwater treadmills. They have everything you'd ever need. It looks like the Olympic Training Center. It's like you get guys that get way down the rabbit hole. Talking about longevity, they're freaks, dude. They live it all day. Because you have every opportunity to be whatever you want to be. You want to be a professional skydiver. You could do, I know guys that have done 1,000 skydives in a year. That's while deploying everything else. That's an ungodly amount of jumps. They do it. That's what they got asked to do. I need for you to be the best jumper. Jump. All they do is jump. You want to make subject matter experts, let them be a subject matter expert. Don't ask them to do these 55 other things right now. Just focus on one, increase your baseline, touch all the other things you got to be good at, increase your baseline, touch all the other things. It's like playing drums. Just break it down. What are the 5 things I really got to be good at? Let's just focus on those. I couldn't tell you who does my taxes. I couldn't tell you who redid my roof. My wife does it all. I'm not involved in any of that. It's been the same model since I got out. I don't do that. I got to focus on this. You do all that.
I love that.
It makes it, because then you are a team. She's running everything. Run it, dude. I trust you. Go. She's got it. Puts a new roof on, redoes the kitchen. I don't know anything about it. I couldn't tell you how much it cost. Couldn't tell you who did it. I'm just going to focus on GPRS. That's all I need to focus on. Makes it wildly comfortable. Because now I don't have to be everything to everyone.
Yeah, people make fun of me all the time because I hire handymen to do a lot of work at home.
Mm-hmm.
And my argument is that's not my focus. My focus is building this brand, this business. And every other thing that I focus on, I spend my time on, hanging a photo or fixing a broken faucet or mending a fence, that is a distraction from the job that I'm called to do. So I have no problem hiring people to do all of these crafts and skills that I am not an expert in. I'm going to hire the experts. I'm going to pay the experts to do it better. I'm not going to watch a YouTube video for 4 hours, read a PDF online for another 3 hours, and then learn how to do it after buying all the tools. I'm going to pay someone to do it.
Yeah. My same thing. She's like, you can't do anything around here. I've never spent any of my ability to learn these skill sets. If that was my job, I would have learned it. If I wanted to be Bob Vila, I'd be Bob Vila. I don't want to be. I don't need to be Tim Toolman Taylor. But he can't do what I can do. So what do you want? If somebody kicks in the front door, you're in a really good spot. I can give you a handyman, couldn't fight himself out of a wet paper bag. If you want that guy, it's not what I'm best suited for. So no, I don't do the same thing. The refrigerator breaks, I call a guy. If it's down hard, I'll just replace it. I'm not going to sit there and start changing stuff. No,
yeah.
I don't have time for that. Because then you think about the amount of time you spend, military guys, for us, 275 at a minimum to 300 days a year gone on the road. Think about that. Even on the days you're in town, you're at work till 8 o'clock at night. You're not seeing your family. There's no integration time. There's none of that. Now I look at it as I've got to buy back all that time. I don't want to be on the road. I don't want to do all this stuff. Like I don't want to go cut the grass for 2 hours on a Saturday. I'd much rather grab my kids, make them breakfast in bed and watch Stranger Things. Like I want to be like a normal dude. I don't want to spend my time doing the stuff I don't want to do. I owe them a huge debt. I'm trying to buy back time, man. If that's doing nothing is something. I'd much rather just sit there on Saturday and do nothing. Sit in pajamas, just put some on TV, eat Cheerios, man, I don't care. Let's just hang out. I'd much rather do that.
How old were your daughters when you got out of the military?
My oldest was 8 or 9. And up until that point, she called me DJ.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Not very uncommon because you're never home. And when she hears you on FaceTime, it's always DJ, 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 because me and Patsy talking back and forth, so she hears it, and that's just what it is. Now it's transition. Now they all call me Papa. But it took a while. Thank God my youngest we just had her probably a year and a half before I got out. So I came home for my last deployment. 2 weeks later, she was born. So pretty much gone for the entire pregnancy.
What was that transition out of the military like for you going from, I've seen a lot of my guys that I was in with transition out and struggle, but we're coming from a conventional mechanized infantry unit at Fort Hood, Texas, coming out of a tier 1 unit where the standards, the routine, the lifestyle, the op tempo is so high and different. How hard was that transition of coming back to the reality of you're now being surrounded by, for lack of better terms, a bunch of lazy men?
It was the hardest thing I've ever done, man. No one ever talked about it. Because, you know the deal when you get out, like, oh, you're going to have freedom, do whatever you want to. Rich guy's going to pay you a couple $100,000 a year to teach them how to shoot on their flat range. And there's millions of jobs and Google's going to hire you and Amazon, all the nonsense people throw out there. And then you get out and you realize that you have been developing a skill set that no one needs. Unless you're an officer or unless you're like senior enlisted, a bunch of leadership schools that they like. You went to Wharton Business School. The enlisted guys don't do any of that because we're so obsessed over the craft. Now, for me, medically retired 17 years in, if I would have done 20 or 22, it would have been the same thing. I was never going to college. I can shoot really good. CQB's nasty. My jumping's great. Mission planning, I can do all of those things. Google's not going to pay you to do that. No one is. What are you going to do? Contract. That was the plan. But it was terrible, man. That first Monday, like I retired on a Friday. I had a really good transition job for a little bit. I was teaching selection for the Air Force guys, for their tier 1 dudes. That was one of the best 3 years of my life. But personally, the worst. Never been more depressed, suicidal, on all kinds of meds, got electrocuted, went through multiple shoulder surgeries, hand surgeries, everything in between. It was just terrible, man. Not having a group chat, there's no purpose, no one's going to call you, you're never going to put the thing on again. Like, what am I doing here? I don't have any transferable skill sets. I can't do anything else. Like now that my shoulder's blown, jumping hurts so bad now I can't even do it. And it's the thing I love to do the most. I can't even do it. What do I do? Like I never got to finish a bunch of chapters that I started, and now it just haunts me. The transition's the worst thing I've ever done, by far.
I'm curious, leaving the team, how those lines of communication maintained for an example that is somewhat similar but different. When people leave this organization, on their way out, say, hey, yeah, we're going to stay in contact. We're going to keep hanging out. We're going to keep talking. As soon as they exit that door, this thing keeps humming and moving. And if you're not in it, you almost become forgotten.
Mm-hmm.
Is it like that in the teams where, yeah, we're going to keep talking, but once you leave, they're still doing the job? It's hard to maintain communication.
It's a bullet train, man. It's going. You jump off, it doesn't even know you left. Like at the end of the day, and I think that's the hardest thing, is because you're so committed to it, all the guys are, and you love it so much. But at the end of the day, you're a magnet on a whiteboard. You get shot, you get killed, you get retired, you get whatever. Magnet gets thrown off, new one goes in your place. So it's very hard to come to terms with. So when guys get out, that's usually where you reconnect, is now you're out, I'm out. Hey, what did you do? You start talking a little bit, but the guys that are in, they're gone. See them every now and then, but no. Because all the stuff they're doing, they can't talk about anyway.
Yeah.
So what are you going to do? What are you going to talk about? There's nothing outside of that building for them. Nothing. And now that you're on social, forget about it now. Now it's a huge resentment.
I could see that. We talked about that last night a little bit.
Yeah. It's like that with everybody, dude. While you're under the spell, I get it. I was the same way. But I would also say that I would have never done this. Never. I would have never got on social media. It was the evolution of the transition. It's how you help people. It's how you do. It's like, yeah, man, I got to unblur my face, got to tell my story, but I think I try to do it in a professional way where it's never chest beating. It's always elevating up everybody else I served with.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I was talking to one of the guys not too long ago, and I said a quote on Sean Ryan. I said, watching those guys do CQB was like watching Gretzky take the ice. Like, I'm a purist. I love CQB. It's my thing. I could watch it and train it and do it all day, every day for the rest of my life. Never had a board session. And at a certain point, you think you know CQB well enough until you see a professional team that's all they do. Bro, it's hard to put into words. It'll make you emotional. Like when you're a purist, when it becomes the only thing you do, it's like if you're a golfer and you watch Rory McIlroy or Tiger Woods really go on a burner and you're like, oh my God, I can't believe it. Now imagine 12 guys doing it in unison. Like, oh my God. Doesn't matter the opposition, doesn't matter the pressure, the time constraint, the lighting conditions. It's amazing to watch. It is. Oh my God. It's amazing. It's like always trying to elevate them. Like, I want little kids to grow up to want to join the military. That's why I talk so high about Rangers and MARSOC and PJs and CCTs, like, because I've got to see the extreme end of the spectrum. I've got to see them right when they come in, and then I've got to watch all of those same units go up, where they've been doing it for decades plus. It's amazing. It'll blow your mind how far people are willing to take the craft. And it never gets the attention it deserves. There's no difference in the amount of time, the discipline, and work ethic it takes to make a really good Green Beret that it is a guy in the NFL. It's the same thing. And if you look at numbers, it's pretty damn close anyway. There's not too many people to do that job. Nobody ever puts a spotlight on that. Like, oh yeah, they wear a Green Beret. Yeah, they're in Afghanistan. They don't know anything about what they do. You know how hard it is to make that guy? You know how hard it is to make a Ranger at 75th? Not easy, dude. There's not millions of them running around. Super high attrition rates. Like, it's hard to make. Trying to elevate those guys. Like, we got away from it years ago. Defund the police didn't help. It's like, you remember back in the day, you show up for career day. There'd be 3 people. There'd be some jack cop with a perfect mustache. There'd be that handlebar mustache with a fireman. There'd typically be a black guy, Marine, on a pull-up bar. Super yoked, knocking out sets of 25 all day long. Any comer, here we go, pull-ups head to head. Those are your 3 options as a boy in the 80s. What do you want to do? Cop, fireman, military. That's it. We got away from that. Nobody wants to do those jobs anymore. Why? We don't highlight them enough. Everything's just a negative spotlight. I don't know, man. To me, every little kid should want to grow up and be a Marine. You should want to Be of service. I got 8-year-olds now. They're like, I want to be a TikTok influencer. Like, oh my God, dude. It's not even a thing. What are you talking about? Like, be a fighter pilot. Oh yeah, maybe. It's like, oh, it's better than a TikTok star. Like, be of service, man. Right? Did you watch that Blue Angels documentary?
No, I didn't.
Spend some time to watch that. Watch their dirt dive. It'll change your whole perspective on anything. It's amazing, dude. The level of detail they pour into that craft. That's how they can do it. It's not wizardry. It's not AI-generated planes. Those are humans flying those things. It's so impressive. That's what it's like. They just take it to a level you're like, the level of detail. Like, my God, okay. Now I get to see it. It's so impressive. And now when you get to see all these people now, I get to do these speaking engagements now and meet all these different teams, and you get to see like the savants of their craft. That's all it is. They live a routine every single day. They wake up. They've got a minimum standard they're going to meet that super exceeds everybody else's standard, and they just live it unbroken. Like Tiger Woods makes 1,000 contacts with a golf ball a day. When he says that, he doesn't mean, I don't know, 2-3 days a week. He does mean 7 days a week. When Steph Curry says whatever his shot routine is that he shoots every single day, he doesn't mean roughly. Like he's doing that. Make it if it's 500 made threes a day, he's making 500 threes every single day. He's living a routine. Kobe Bryant's the same way. It's like, look at that inspiration, the level of detail, the ownership, the accountability, the obsession. Now apply it to everything else in life. That's it. Everybody in super high success, that's what they've been doing.
Yeah, I haven't thought much about how the aspirations of younger children, especially young boys, has evolved over the years, going from service-focused industries and positions to selfish, self-imposed hero mindset, jobs, social media, influencing careers, if you will. Where do you think that's leading us to? Where's it leading the world to? And more importantly, where's it leading men to?
It's making us weak. That's exactly what it's doing. It's making everybody weak. It's making everybody soft. Like the fact that we can't say 3/4 of the things we used to say in the 80s and 90s now because it hurts people's feelings is absolutely absurd. The fact we're having arguments about gender and everything, like it's absolutely insane. All of it is. And it's just by weak men. It is. Like you feel guilty about being a man. Why? Why? I don't get it. You don't have a choice in the matter. You're born to do the most you can. But I don't know, man. Being of service has always just been the highlight of my life. It's all I've ever wanted. Everybody in my family has been of service. Everybody. Grandfather was a fighter pilot, had another one land on Omaha Beach, stacked Nazis 10 foot tall. Uncle's an Army Ranger, jumped into Panama. 25 years on a counter sniper team at Secret Service. Got another uncle's a Marine. Dad was a SEAL. Father-in-law's a SEAL. Brother-in-law's a SEAL. Wife was in the Navy. Mother was in the Navy. I mean, the whole family's of service. Everybody gets it. But I think it makes you almost sacrificial to a group. Like you have to do whatever that group needs. Okay, when you transition out, now you're working for somebody, you have extreme buy-in on whatever that is because you're trying to replace the void, the Navy, the Army, Marine Corps, Coast Guard, whatever left you. It's the same thing. I see it the most like out of Joey. Andy, guys who are in teams, Cole, they're so committed because they're trying to place the void the team left. Like G-Barris becomes the team. I'm showing up every day just trying to be better than I was yesterday. I'm trying to be good
for
at
the team.
Yeah. Like not because of me. And that's what we talk about a lot. Like don't put your individual needs above the needs of the group. Every time I've ever really messed up my life, that's what it's been. I haven't asked myself, does this make the team better or is this just some selfish shit I'm doing? Is this good for the team or is it good for me? Team first. Always team first. Well, that solves it. Continue. If it's not, don't do it. Don't do it.
What happens to guys who show up to the team who don't have that mindset, who are selfish?
Well, they go away pretty
spotlight.
quick. Yeah, they go away quick. You just get voted out. Usually they get them in training, especially the tier 1 level. They'll catch them in training. They'll get peer eval out. Top 5, bottom 5. They'll take a bottom 5 guys and just drop them. What is it? Culture, gone. It's like it's a performance thing. It's like, well, he's got a great culture. Like, performance and trust. We want the high performer of high trust, but really we'll take a medium performer of high trust well before we'll take a high performer of low trust. Like, oh, this dude is awesome, but he's an individual, bro. I don't care at all about his performance. I can teach a monkey to do this job. I just need to lock him in a room with 12 other monkeys that are way better than him, and he'll naturally progress. That's what I need. Is he super disciplined? Oh, he's hungry too. How is he? Super humble. Love it. Bring him. We'll take that guy all day long. High performer of high trust. You don't have that, I don't want you at all. Gotta have it. You could be amazing. We see dudes that are savants, dude. Oh my God. You see him on a flat range, you see him in a kill house, you're like, okay. Hey, could you make 25 of him? I'll take him. And then you watch one cultural component break down, you're like, why is he eating alone? Like there's 65 dudes in this class right now. Why is he eating alone? Why is he walking back alone? Why is he the last guy in here? Okay, why is he never taking out the trash? What's everybody else saying about him? And you watch the peer reviews come out and you're like, oh, okay. That's what that is. Shows up late, first guy to leave, never takes out trash, never volunteers for anything, doesn't care about anybody else. He's a singleton. He's in isolation, never making jokes, never offers a drive, blah, blah, blah. The small things add up. Do you want 25 of those? No, I don't. Beat it. Solves it pretty quick.
And that's the hardest part about building an organization, especially outside of the military, is, we talked about this last night, even hiring C-level executive roles or higher positions, you're looking for experience, you're looking for competency, you're looking for talent, skill. And sometimes you have to sacrifice a little bit of that experience, a little bit of that competence for higher trust. It's very rare to find someone, I found, that has lots of experience, the right experience, high competency, and also high trust. Yeah. They're more of a unicorn than I would like to believe.
They are, and I don't know why that is.
I'm still racking my head around why.
Or like, I've only been here for an hour. I can feel the culture in this place and I dig it. When people don't come in and they immediately feel it and they're like, ooh, I'll put this on. Okay. They want to come in and try to change it to something they know. That's super rigid, overly structured. Like, nope, got to put them in uniforms of the day. Got to have clock in times. Nope, got to do this. Got to have a geofence. You're like, what are we doing? Like, we shouldn't have to do that. We shouldn't. We should be hiring off culture. So I have a thing I always tell the guys, like, I'm trying the draft, not trade. Like, I'd rather bring you in here, teach you the skill set, make you a product of the culture, and then watch you naturally blossom. We got a dude out there, Jared Tapper. His dad was in the teams, unfortunately passed away overseas in combat, but I've known him since he was knee-high to a duck. He came in here ripping up carpet in the building. He's like a multi-tool of a human. He ran tribe skates, he ran filming, he ran customer service, he came over to training, now he went to media, now he's a creative director. Could I mass produce him? No, but I wish I could. If I could have 25 Jared Tappers, I'd be in a much better position. I would. He's got amazing work ethic, and he's just a great human. Everybody loves him. That's what you need. Why can't I find a CFO like that? Why can't I find anybody who has corporate experience who isn't corporate? That's the hardest thing. You want to try to come in here and reinvent the wheel. Like, we don't want to reinvent the wheel. I just need to add some C-level people in here. That's a hard thing, man. Brad Gary's always say, culture eats strategy for breakfast. You have an amazing strategy, best battle plan you've ever written up in your whole life. Goes against the culture of the group, they'll never adopt it. If you don't adopt the plan as your own, you'll never commit to it. Great plan, sir. Nobody's going to do that.
Yeah.
No. What do? Got to go culture first. Got to hammer them with it. No, we're not doing that. Nope. Not willing to compromise on these things. This does matter. Fitness. Like, you brought in the CEO of McDonald's. He walked in here right now and he's like, tear down that gym. We're not catering meals. We're not doing that. We're putting them in uniforms of the day. We're doing these KPIs, blah, 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 blah. He's like, guarantee you double revenue. I don't give a shit about that. I don't care at all. That doesn't matter to me a bit, dude. I'm not chasing a dollar sign. I'm chasing a feeling. I want to wake up every day with the same feeling I had inside that compound. I go, I'm making a difference. Everybody in this room is rowing in the exact same direction. I might not know the final destination because there isn't one. We're just going to keep going in a positive direction. Everybody row. Same stroke, same cadence. Let's go. And they are. It's amazing, dude. I'm truly blessed. We have an amazing team. But it's so hard to have that team grow, man, especially when they come in with outside experience. We see the same thing in special operations. You get guys that come from the Fleet Navy, say they do 4, 6, even 8 years. Then they come in to NSW, they have a very hard transition. They're not used to an unconventional mindset. We don't salute. We don't call each other sir. We don't call each other by rank. Everything's on a first name basis. When it's time to snap it in gear, you snap it in gear. But it's very unconventional. It feels like a professional sports scene way before it feels like anything in the military. They're not used to that. They have a very hard transition. I think the corporate mindset's the same way. They're not used to that. Or they've only been indoctrinated into high-level businesses, and they've never actually built one from the ground up, and they don't know the social media component either. So they come in here like, it's got to be this, this, and this. The only reason we have those customers is YouTube, right? Nobody understands that business model. So it's hard, man. It'd be a lot easier just to get them and build them. Like, I don't want to trade. I don't want to lose Jared Tapper. I'm bringing in a creative director from Nike. I don't give a shit what Nike's done. It doesn't matter to me a bit. I'm not trying to be Nike. I think if you just hold true to the culture, hold true to the values, you'll eventually build a team.
It's equal parts art and science. I heard this quote a long time ago. I still think about it all the time in regards to people. If you can understand someone's incentives, you can predict their behaviors. If you bring someone in who's incentivized to build their LinkedIn profile and their resume, I mean, people.
I'd love you said that.
This is like a hard fact that there are people who live their life to build their LinkedIn resume. And it's like,
dude, we have to be
ridiculous.
really careful, and I'm sure you do too. Even when you put on jobs like Indeed, often you can't really tell them where the job is, because if you tell them, all the guys on social stalk you, they'll spam you, do the whole thing. It's like, no, man, I need really committed people. Now because of COVID, everybody's working remote. Oh, can I do this job from Albuquerque? No, I need you here. Well, okay. What do you want to do? COVID jammed a lot of stuff up too, but yeah, getting through it.